we've got this story from Julia Fox because a guy on TikTok posted a cryptic video about getting S8. I can't say those words on YouTube.
You cannot.
He used cryptic language to explain what happened to him, and Julia Fox hopped into the comment section and expressed zero sympathy for him.
It was part of a TikTok trend, right?
Yes, so there's...
replacing the word.
You know, I kind of hate this TikTok trend on its face because TikTok is all about arbitrarily censoring people from talking about the subject matter at hand. Yeah. There's so many TikTok trends that only exist because you're not allowed to say certain words on that platform or address certain topics on that platform. So here he has to refer to his genitalia as mascara. Okay, but he has to substitute that word as mascara. And here was the caption. He said, let me read this out. Yep. I gave this one girl mascara one time, and it must have been so good that she decided that she and her friend should both try without my consent. And then Julia Fox hopped in the comments section and said, I don't know why, but I don't feel bad for you. LOL.
It's the LOL that dude, it's
Despite
so
the
bad.
fact that the rest of that comment section, like almost all of the rest of the comments were being sympathetic and supportive.
Yep.
She just had to hop in there and be, I can't say the word, but I mean, she had to just say her inconsiderate comment.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she talks big about being a feminist and wanting equality. And she makes so many TikToks preaching about like male-female dynamics. And when it comes down to it, she just hates men.
Yeah.
Like there's no complexity or nuance to it. She just hates men.
Well, that's what this generation
and doesn't believe that they're capable of experiencing authentic suffering.
Yeah. And that's what this generation of feminism has raised women to do, is to hate men.
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying I see a TikTok from a stranger claiming something and I automatically believe it or I feel it some type of way about it. I don't. But even if that's the case, do I go in the comment section and tell him that?
Yeah.
Like, why is it any of my business?
Sometimes you just drive by and keep going. You don't have to stop and comment on everything.
Right. So she clearly has the agenda.
I think there was a lesson from Thumper in like the Bambi movie, right? Don't have anything nice to say. Don't say anything at all.
There you go.
That's when Disney actually like was legit.
Yep.
I mean, that's a pretty good lesson for the culture it was given to at the time. But now it just means you can't criticize bad behavior at all. So in Julia Fox's mind, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. It's like if you have something critical to say of me, don't say it. Yeah. That's what it means to her.
Right.
And I can do whatever I want without facing any consequences. I'm beyond reproach because I was Josh Safdie's muse for Uncut Gems.
Well, also I think
like that is her line of reasoning.
This guy's hashtag on the TikTok video is like Genshin Impact. That's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, like people choose weird hashtags on TikTok to get exposure. So one of them is essay awareness, and then Genshin Impact. Like,
so I guess I am a little confused. Like, is this guy saying that he was an actual essay? It doesn't seem that way.
That is what he seems
Does he convey that in the video?
Because he responded to her.
So these two women are doing this to him?
Then he responded to Julia Fox and he said, you don't feel sympathy for me getting essayed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Question mark. So that is what he was implying. Now, I guess Julia Fox has the perfect plausible deniability to be like, I didn't know that the trend meant that. I thought it was about mascara.
That's totally what I thought it meant.
I mean,
so she's going to hop on TikTok again.
No idea what that trend was.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't either because I got banned from TikTok. So I can't keep up with trends anymore. Unfairly, by the way.
So yeah.
But like that's why trends like this exist on TikTok in the first place, because you can just get banned without explanation. So you can't push any boundaries. You can't say words like that mean anything.
Yeah. Because you don't know what the boundaries are.
Right. Like the boundaries aren't set out explicitly. So you have to come up with these weird terms that only chronically online people will understand.
There was also comments underneath. It says, I can confirm that she's deleting comments from her TikTok because I commented 3 times and all of them are gone, yet she still hasn't deleted her comment or addressed it.
Well, I think she did actually end up deleting her comment on his TikTok, but now she's deleting comments from anyone who is calling her out on her own account. And it's kind of funny because she definitely seems addicted to the platform.
Yeah.
Like, she's doom scrolling 24/7 and ignoring her baby. I know it.
And that's the other reason why it's impossible for her to feign ignorance, because like nobody that dialed in, nobody that terminally online isn't aware of what they're talking about. Right. Especially in some randos comments that you have no reason. Like, this isn't like some homie of yours that you left a comment on, maybe not understanding what's going on. This is just some dude you've never interacted with in your life.
And I saw these tweets talking about the trend. They said, "This is less about Julia Fox. I don't know what her thinking was, but overall, I hate social media censorship that we have to use code words to talk about heavy topics.
Yeah.
Words have meaning for a reason, and quote, mascara, grape, and unalive make discussions sound really unserious." And another person pointed out, "No offense, but most people have no idea that this post was referring to sex or what mascara is a code word for. Not everyone is chronically online like you guys."
Yeah.
And I can say definitively, I didn't know about this trend. I am sure Julia Fox did.
Yes.
But she's going to fall on feigning ignorance to get out of this one.
Did she explain why she doesn't feel bad for the guy?
Because he's a guy. Guys can't be assaulted.
She's part of this permanent class of like attractive white women who are super rich, who go on podcasts with Emily Ratatouille. That's what we call
with who?
Ratajkowski.
Okay, yeah.
And they complain about how horrible men are and how men are the root of all evil and men have ruined their lives. I mean, even Emrata says, "Oh, the paparazzi have ruined casual dating for me. I'm so embarrassed." Meanwhile, the only reason that someone like Emrata gets in the news is because of her casual dating life.
Absolutely.
And getting shot by the paparazzi with a new guy like Eric Andre or Pete Davidson.
Doesn't she have a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
she
has a
holds
kid,
like
too.
a rag doll.
Julia Fox has a child as well, but they're both single moms. No wonder they hate men, because the men that these celebrity women interact with are probably the most insufferable men in society.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people hang out with that Davidson guy.
I think it's because he's crazy. Like, he's crazy and he brainwashes them.
I feel like he's just like the Hollywood fixer guy.
Attractive or not, they will be studying his game for years with the women he pulls.
He is a Riz Lord, as they call him.
As Serge would say, he is a Riz Lord. We don't know what Riz means, but whatever it is, he is it.
He has it. Whatever Riz is, he has it.
Well, also, like, for Pete Davidson, it's like he has the fame, too, so that kind of makes sense.
But still,
I had no idea
it's
who the guy
something
was until
beyond that.
Saturday Night Live and, like King of Staten Island.
I literally had no idea who he was until he started dating like high-level celebrities.
Yeah. Well, now that's becoming like his thing.
It's a mutually beneficial relationship for them. I don't know who is the parasite in that relationship, but I think it's because he's like unstable. He doesn't date anyone for very long.
They're in like, I'm in my crazy boyfriend phase, and he's like,
I mean, he I think got like kicked off of the set of one of his own shows recently, like somewhat recently for trashing his trailer.
I mean, that just seems like normal Hollywood behavior.
But it was more than just trashing it. Like, it was, you had to put thought into how to destroy something this thoroughly. Like, he said he broke a TV in half.
Nice.
And he like threw coffee everywhere. Like, he just went fully unhinged.
I don't think there's any thought behind that. That just sounds like rage.
Do you think that part of like when we joke about the name of the podcast being Pop Culture Crisis, that the idea here that somebody like Julia Fox, who in the chat a lot of people are like, who the hell is Julia Fox? She dated Kanye West. She was in Uncut Gems.
She was his fashion hag for a while.
So that's her claim to fame. But these people carry enormous social influence. So somebody like her, who's got millions of followers online, is the type of person she is, and then she is now a role model to young women who see her going into the comment section of a dude who, whether you believe him or not, is at least on his face saying that he was a victim of something heinous happening to him, and she's like, ha, lol, that's too bad. Like, I don't really feel bad for you. Like, that's where the actual crisis is.
Does
like,
that
those
influence
people are being
other
held
women
up as,
to think the same way when it comes to men speaking out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 100% it does. I mean, I have kids now, and I can see the influence that any kind of media on my kids now, they like pick it up so quick. They're like sponges. So 100% does. And you have these companies literally telling you that's their whole aim too. So the fact that, and like, I think Instagram is literally like trying to run some PR campaign where they can give you parental controls and stuff, because there's the evidence now that they know that it's like affecting people's behavior, and they've known it for a while.
Elon Musk said, Twitter makes you angry, Instagram makes you depressed.
Yeah.
Which one is worse? Which one do you think? Which one do you think is worse, Twitter or Instagram?
Depressed. Being depressed is way worse than being angry.
I've actually found, like, I got off
sure.
Twitter for years. And I just recently, just because of the show, I made a new Twitter. And I'm not, I read stuff every day that's annoying, doesn't anger me. It actually made me angry when I went back in the day when I had a Facebook.
Instagram is just kind of boring.
I love
to
it.
me. Like, I don't open it for very long. I just post and go, and that's how I was on TikTok too, just like post and go. But Twitter, I think people get into echo chambers on there specifically about like the battle of the sexes right now, like really bad, and it starts shaping their worldview and like how they interact with people in the real world in a very destructive way. I hope that I am not a victim of that. Like, I try not to doom scroll on anything.
Instagram doesn't really bother me because I counter it with funny. I just post up, like, not obviously my post, but my story posts are all stuff that's funny, stuff that other people have posted that I find humorous and amusing.
Sure.
I don't doom scroll through. Like,
so it depends
the worst
on how
that could
you
happen,
use it.
the worst that could happen is you get like stuck on like a bunch of like red pill videos, which are fine, but like, you know, become a bit much when it's like high value women, high value men.
When you feel like you're in the pipeline, that's when you need to make an exit.
Like, it's like if I've gone from like if it's like there's Andrew Tate and there's Pearly and Jedediah, whatever her name is, and all these people, I'm like, I gotta get the frick
I feel
off
like
here,
that's
man.
now the mirror image of the intellectual dark web of what that was for like kids my age in high school in like 2015, 2016. Like, that's the equivalent of that now. This is the red pill dating sphere, which is so much worse, I think, than watching Jordan Peterson videos.
Which is funny because like there's a couple of them that I had no problem with, but I listened to it as entertainment, not as something where I actually thought I was getting relevant life advice from these people.
Yeah.
Like, most of them was like, okay, there's one, like, his name was Donovan Sharp, and most of it wasn't him giving advice, it was him making fun of horrible feminist articles. So like, kind of like what we do, but like with just with feminism. And like, I got a huge kick out of that because he's taking the piss out of this lady writing this horrible article that's mean to people. Like, that's not the same thing as thinking like, this guy's got all the answers for dating advice.
You don't think anyone has all the answers.
No.
That was weird.
Got a double shot there.
I mean, furthermore, on Julia Fox, I just saw this other article from Evie that pointed out she had a Balenciaga Christmas ornament on her tree that was mirroring the campaign with the bondage teddy bears.
Yeah, because she's weird.
Even though she herself is a mother and should understand why kids need to be protected from this kind of thing, she posted this, and she posted on her Instagram story with the caption, like, "Too soon, LOL," as if it's just some kind of big joke. Like, Julia Fox is the definition of the fashion nerd who is just a LARPer who thinks it's dope.
Yeah.
Like, you are so dumb that you think that this is art.
Just absolutely detached from reality. Also, that's a class thing,
a
too.
fully erect teddy bear dressed in bondage gear with a ball gag in its mouth on her Instagram story. Only a month or less than a month after the original scandal broke out. This was like during Christmas that she did this. Despite being a mother herself, doesn't understand the importance of the situation.
That's attention seeking.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, social media is also evil in that way, right? Like, people get addicted to needing the attention in the post. Yeah. That's the other thing about the comments, right? Like, you can go ages without posting something, but you can just start fights in comment sections, and that's like another way to get attention. And there's a certain type of person that doesn't care what type of attention they get as long as they get attention.
I mean, that's all of Hollywood.
Like, and it's funny too, because that's like, those are the people that, like, everyone I know has a hard time ignoring those people. Like, when somebody just tiptoes over to your comment section and says something incendiary, I'm like, any response you give them, I don't care if you give them the best barb, the best roast in the world, all they care about is that they got you to respond to it. Like, they don't care if you roast them as long as you took the time to respond. The best thing you can do, it's like a fire, right? Like, let it burn out. Like,
right.
It makes no sense to me.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.